Okay, let's see here. What's going to happen on today's show? Hello, Wombats. Good to have you here. Welcome to T11. I'm Terry. I had a buddy of mine who likes to get high. And he told me something I found amusing. Maybe you'll find amusing. He said he was so high out of his mind that he got home, his wife was sitting there, and he wanted to hear some music. He was out hanging out with his buddies, smoking a lot of pot. And so he got home and he wanted to hear some music, so he Googled, what's my favorite songs? Like Google's going to know his favorite songs. If you've ever done something so dumb where you just kind of go, oh my God, how high out of my mind was I on this one? Leave a comment on YouTube. Leave it in the comment section here. If you're watching, please like and subscribe and share. That's very important. That's all I'm asking you to do. Please do that. Or if you're listening on the podcast, hit me up at terryjames.com and leave a comment there. I'd love to know what are dumber things that you've done drunk, and maybe I'll pass some of these on and lighten up some of these shows, because I'll tell you what, I'm in a mood today. And I don't want to be in a mood all the time on this show. I don't want to be that guy, but there's been so much thinking going on in my life, so much lost sleep. Although, I will say that this week, I hit my sleep goal, I don't know, maybe I think four out of 7 days. That's pretty huge for me. That's awesome. Also on today's show, before we get into this thing, people have said, hey, are you ever going to do the weekly rave again? I've only done it once. I didn't think anybody even remembered it. It's where I turn you on to, whether it's a movie or a book or a food item or whatever it is. I turn you on to something. In my hand right now, you can see the top of this jar. You can see this. I'm not showing you what it is, but it is a game changer for me. And I'm hoping that you guys like when I pass it on to you coming up here in just a little bit. That's called a tease in this business. But yeah, I've been losing still sleep, always thinking about the past, always thinking about the future, always thinking about things like that. And I'm very good at trying to clear my mind usually and fill it with something positive, like we've talked about. You know, great things are happening for me right now. All those things, ways I've learned to manifest over the years that for some years went away from me. But I was thinking about all these successful celebrities out there, all the people that love to talk about how they made it. And they love to share how they are living their dream and how you can too. And I think it comes from a real good place. I think that it comes from a place of love. I mean, this right here, what I'm doing right now, I'm doing this sheerly out of love. We're a group of people that want to get better. And I will throw some things out there that might upset some people. And I am free to change my mind. I've thrown things out there, and after I've done some more research, I've looked at it and went, oh, I'm going to change my mind on that one. You know, the more that I get informed about certain things, the more that I am okay by saying, yeah, I kind of screwed up there. I don't have a problem with that. But I think when people are out there, these celebrities that want to help others, you know, I think a majority of them, and I'm talking about the self-help gurus, those people they're just idiots. They're effed up in the head. I can't find one that a red flag doesn't go up right now. There's one guy that I really like that I've listened to almost every one of his podcasts, and every one of his podcasts, he says the same thing. Boy, this is going to be the one. This is going to be the show everybody talks about. Right there's the single greatest thing that's ever been said on this podcast before. Says it every podcast. And, you know, maybe it is. I have no idea. Good luck to you. But anyway, I think it comes from a good place from a lot of these people. It's inspiring. It helps you to believe that your day is coming. You know, it's going to happen for us one day, you know? It's going to happen for us. This damn light is really bothering me. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing if you're watching on YouTube. You understand that everything just went black there. Anyway, so yeah. But lately when I see something like that, for me, I'm realizing now that age is kind of important. I still think that people could do whatever they want. They could get as healthy as they want. You know, they could eat like crap their entire life, and in their 70s, flip things around and be healthy and active and be that type of person. That's what I'm aiming for right now. But I think that when you see some of these people saying, you can do it, here's, don't give up. I think that there is an expiration date on hope sometimes, or goals. And it pains me to say that, because right now at my age, it kind of reminds me of where I faltered, where I could have made a different, better decision, where I could have done this, where I was successful. You're reminded all the time about the decisions you make. I'm going to talk about some of those here in just a second, some of these decisions we make. In fact, why not now? It's estimated that the average adult makes, 35,000 decisions a day. 35,000 decisions a day. You're going, there's no way, because that's what I thought. And then I started thinking, God, as soon as you wake up, you're just bombarded with decisions. Do I take a shower first? What do I eat? Do I do this? Do I leave 5 minutes early because the traffic's here? What do I wear? What do I do? Who do I go to lunch? What do I have to do today? There's so many different decisions you're making throughout the day that we are completely unaware of. We're just going with the flow sometimes. We're doing sometimes what we're told to do. And that's painful to me. I do not like. And if there's anything that my message could be right now, is that don't give up your power. Don't give up your decision making. So many people do this in today's day and age. It's crazy how many people give it to them. We are bombarded. We make a decision. And I know that a lot of people, let's talk about mainstream media for a second. I'm not saying that it's good. I'm not saying that it's any better. My theory is that ABC, NBC, CBS, they are all competitors. They all want that same dollars. They all are on at the same time. They're battling for the same audience, yet they say all the same news. So to me, there's some element of truth there, because otherwise they'd just be making stuff up to scare the hell out of people. But we make the decision nowadays to let an algorithm run our life. We make these decisions nowadays to go with your favorite 24-hour cable news channel. Why do you make those decisions? Ask yourself, just go, why do I watch this channel? The answer is, and you can't deny it, is because they say what I want to hear, not necessarily the truth. MSNBC, Fox, Newsmax, a lot of these people have gained an audience by scaring them and preaching to the choir. And how do they keep you there all day watching? By basically making stuff up. And it's sad to see what's happening. A lot of people are just so brainwashed now. And it's not just political. Comedians have brainwashed their fans into thinking they're funny. They have this big show around them, all the stuff that's happening in their life. And they do this thing acting and thinking that they're funny. And not a lot of them have made me laugh. Is it just me, or is everything blurry in this camera? I apologize. I'm just gonna motor through this thing. I remember when people used to let me down. They still do let me down. Remember those days? Remember when a hero of yours let you down? Do you whatever happened to those days? When somebody could admit that somebody they put up on a pedestal fucked up, and they're going to have to pay for their decisions that they made. Why are we empowering fuck ups to continue to fuck up? I don't get it. I don't understand. To dumb it down a little bit, let's go to sports, because I don't want people thinking I'm talking about, politics, which I am. There's a lot of that out there right now. I remember when I had my heart broken when I saw a couple of Dodgers smoking cigarettes when I was a kid. I was like, oh my God, that ruined. I mean, it still ruined me. The Richard Sherman the other day. Richard Sherman, who I liked him when he was on the Seahawks. I think he's a bright guy. He went to Stanford and he's always studying. He's a good commentator. He's doing all this stuff. Let me down. Let me down the other night driving drunk. You know, I'm not going to have his back because, well, he probably was out with the buddies and everybody did. No, he screwed up. He should pay for what he did. What happened to people? What happened to that thought process? What the hell's going on with that? Take a breath, do a little extra work, okay? And make your decisions based on some sort of facts you come up with. Damn, man. All right. So I did record something that I don't want this whole show to be about me trashing self-help stuff, because I do think there's some very good things out there. I just think it's a flawed business plan or whatever. But there's a guy that's going to piss so many people off. A lot of people like this guy. Andrew Tate is his name. I don't know a lot about him. I'll be honest. I believe he's an MMA guy or something, or a mixed, I don't know what he is. I know he's a fighter guy. I know that he had some problem with the law not that long ago where somebody accused him of something. I don't know. I don't know the facts of that, so I'm not about to throw him under the bus there. But there's this Instagram page that I watch, and I don't know why I follow it. It's Alpha Male something or other. And every once in a while, they post a video. They go, look at that guy. He's right. He's right about that. It gives you, it's 30 seconds to think, 30 seconds to put a thought in your mind to think about something. But this Instagram account is just a bunch of these dudes who are bros being whiny bitches. Talking about, I got broken up with, I got dumped, I got this, I got that. And let's just see what you think about this. This is Andrew Tate on one of the more recent ones here, okay? Do you agree with this?
Actually, an interesting law of the universe, and you can apply this to nearly anything. Whatever you catch someone doing, the odds of catching people doing things is actually very slim. So if you catch someone cheating, or you catch someone lying, or you catch someone being a snake, you have to understand of all the times you didn't catch them. If you catch a friend say something bad behind your back, you're like, oh, it's not that bad. No. Think of all the times you didn't catch it. Think of all the shit they said that you don't know about. That's the real lesson of all this.
Okay, so there's a lot here to talk about. First of all, why are you so paranoid about what other people think about you, dude? You can never control what people are saying behind your back. We would love it when people say great things behind our back. Oh my God. So you try to leave people with a positive message. You try to greet people nicely. You try to treat people with respect and everything else. But you're never going to change them from what they're going to say behind your back. So this guy's super paranoid is what I'm getting from this. And here's the other part here.
It's an interesting law of the universe, and you can apply
the law of the universe. You don't know anything about the law of the universe.
The odds of catching people doing things is actually very slim. So if you catch someone cheating, or you catch someone lying.
Okay, if you catch someone cheating, or if you catch someone lying, the odds of catching them are probably pretty thin. Yeah, maybe, but maybe not. I think, and it's been my experience, when somebody lies to me, I know it right away. We pick up on the cues. We know they're full of shit. We know they're not that person. We know this and that. It could be, your spouse. It could be your boss or coworkers or whatever it is. I know quite a few people that spin the truth a little bit, or more than a little bit. And then you have a decision to make. We're talking about decisions. Then you have a decision to make. Do I call them out on it? Cause a big stink, cause a fight, have the, whatever it is? Or do you just let it go and chalk it up to, that guy's just a lying piece of crap? You don't need to catch people. You don't need to go around looking for things that are wrong. You are smart enough to know when somebody is full of shit. You're smart enough to understand this. And don't let other people tell you any differently. Okay? Please don't let other people tell you any differently. All right. So here we go. Let's do the thing that I was going to talk about here. This is I guess we're going to cut this short today. I don't even remember what I talked about. I put on a list of a cue card here of what I want to talk about, like just bulletproof points. And the points are, like talk about do this thing here, this dumb thing that I'm doing, the weekly rave. Just don't forget to do it. Just little things like that. And lately, the last few shows, I have 4 or 5 topics that I want to hit on. And very rarely do I get to any of them. It's really strange. So it makes me happy that I'm actually doing this. This right here, I got at Whole Foods. It is a food item. This is a weekly rave. And I love this stuff. If you are a hot sauce fan, I don't know how much you're going to like it because it's not burn your face off hot, but it's complex. It's bright. It has all these different flavors in it. And I'm lucky because I can taste a lot of the work that goes into something. The moles that people make at these Mexican restaurants and things. And you're just going, man, that took forever. You could tell it's not just, something that somebody threw together. This stuff is called Haxan. Haxan, comes in a little teeny thing, and I got it at Whole Foods. It's a 2 out of 4 on the hot level. I personally like a lot of spice, but this is so good on eggs. And like I said, it is bright. It is fantastic. And if you see this, do yourself a favor. Oh man, that smells so good. And get some of this stuff today. Haxan. Okay. All right. There you go. What else am I going to tell you? I really don't have much to say right now. I just hope that you have a really good week. I kind of jumped in here today late. I was debating not doing the show today, but I wanted to get one out there. And we will be back on Thursday. I'll have another show ready to go for you guys. I appreciate your liking and sharing the show. It does mean a lot, and it does help a lot. I'm trying to get this damn thing monetized through YouTube. I think you need 4,000 hours of cumulative watching, which means if you put yours on and just leave it on in the background for a while, and if I get 1,000 people to do this I'm there. So please help. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't care if we got to beat the system. It's their system. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. Sleep well.